my name's Henry Skipper. Today's December 14th, 2022. Here to tell my story. About 1 year ago today, I was dropped off by my family I'd lived with for a year at the Lake Elsinore Animal Friends of the Valley shelter. Built this shelter were very nice. They cleaned me up, checked me out, and said I was good to go. The next day, my mom, I didn't know at the time, Doris, came by looking for a puppy. Saw me, I gave her the eye, and she fell in love. She called my dad, Dan. He came by and checked me out and took me home that evening. A few days later, I met my new sister, Megan. She came to the house, and Doris, Dan, and I went to Calico Ghost Town. We took a ride on the train and explored the area. Here's a picture of Mom, Megan, and me, and here's Mom and me riding the train. As spring and the summer came around, Mom and Dad took me to Laguna Beach. This is the picture here. Later we went to Dog Beach down in Del Mar. I'm dragging Mom along. I had a great time, but had to be on the leash because I wouldn't quit running. Dad took me around a couple times in the water also. Throughout the summer, Dad had purchased a paddleboard, and him and I went paddleboarding quite often. I think we went 5 or 6 times. He started out on his knees, and I was able to get him up on 2 legs, and we paddleboarded around Oceanside Harbor a few times. I really enjoyed the sea lions. Thought I was going to get them. Later on in the summer, Mom bought me a small pool. I didn't care for it too much. I decided I'd rather go to the big pool in Marietta. There's lots of dogs there. Numerous times Dad picked me up, put me in the water, and I learned to swim. Here I am with the big dogs. I was usually the smallest dog there, but had a great time hanging out, made lots of friends. Was able to get the dogs to chase me quite often. Later on, my sister Megan came by with her skateboard, and Dad tried to get me to skate. I did okay, but wasn't really that impressed. Throughout the year, we hiked numerous times, Dad and I, up to Montserrat Mountain. I think we went up 3 or 4 times. I would always pull him up, but had a great time. Later on, we hiked at Santa Rosa Plateau. That was a lot of fun also. Lots of greenery there. We had a good time. Another time, Dad took us up to Mount Laguna. Awfully windy and cold up there. You can see Dad's hair is blowing in the wind. Later on in this picture, you'll see my ears flapping back. It was windy and it was cold. Some of my favorite things to do is chew on my Kong. Mom and Dad fill it with peanut butter and kibble, and I can spend a half hour eating it. Here's me sitting on the bed. I know I'm not supposed to be there, but I finally got them to give in. They put a quilt over the bedspread, so now I can jump on the bed. Here I am sunning myself during the summer under the umbrella in the backyard. One day, Mom was looking for one of her sandals, and I found it. It was in the backyard. No idea how the heck it got there, but I was able to find it. Later on, in December, Dad took me to the snow. Here I am after my surgery. Yeah, I'm not quite the male dog I used to be, but I'm a lot more calm and loving now. Here's Dad and I walking around Lake Harveston. We walk there almost every day, taking a couple laps. Most I've done is 5 miles there. My other favorite pastime is hanging out with Mom. Here I'm chewing on a big stick I brought in and keeping Mom company. Another one of my favorite pastimes is laying on my back, laying in the sun, sunning myself and sleeping throughout the day. I've been awfully lucky since Mom adopted me December of last year. We played the lottery, didn't win, and we're one happy family. This has been a great year. Thanks, Mom.